What's going on, guys? Awesomeness Prime here, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to episode 1 of the Awesomeness Prime podcast, guys. This has been something I've been wanting to do for a while now, and I just finally got to it. I've had this idea for months, literal months, and our special guest here, I've even told him about it months ago. But yeah, guys, I'm not going to really waste any time. Just want to say thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more Transformers awesomeness. But let's introduce our guest. He is the founder of 3-0, and he is the founder of Animal Crackers. Welcome, Primus Reviews, everybody.
Yo, what's going
Here
on?
he is. He's eating them. He's eating the Animal Crackers.
You already know my thing, man. You already know.
Heck yeah. But yes, guys, welcome to episode 1. Today, the main topic is just going to simply be Transformers Rise of the Beasts. Transformers Rise of the Beasts. The movie of the year, guys. For us. The movie of the year for us. But heck yeah, guys. But welcome in Primus Reviews. I'm excited to have you here on the channel, man. Really excited.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor. It's a pleasure. I remember watching you when I was a little kid. If that makes you feel old, I'm sorry, but I was watching you ever since I was small. So it's actually a big honor to finally be on your channel. It's amazing, dude.
That's insane to me. That I don't even really know how to comment to that except just thank you. But no, I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoy the videos and I'm glad you're here. I guess we'll just roll right in to just discussing about the film.
Yeah.
Just Rise of the Beast. Did you like the film? Did you not like the film?
Did like the film. I thought it was really enjoyable. I got the tickets for the early screening, which was I think June 7th. So it was 2 days before the official. It came out in theaters and stuff. And man,
yeah, I believe it was on a Wednesday.
It was, man. When I tell you that I was bumping in that theater with the soundtrack, dude, I was off my seat going, "Oh yeah, it's about to go down." Dude, it was
God.
I'm still waiting for them to release that song, bro. But no,
me too.
It's insane, man. But all in all, I just love the film. I watched it I lost over like 30 times around there, roughly 30 to 100 around there. But no, overall, I feel like the movie is really enjoyable, and I feel like a lot of audiences are gonna really enjoy this film a lot.
Awesome. Yeah, I freaking love the movie. It was funny. The first time I watched it, my brain was so overstimulated. I really didn't know what to think still after. Like, it ended and my friends were like, "So did you like it?" And I was just there like, "Yes, I loved it, but like I need to see this right away again." I was like, I don't know what to think really. I was like just all over the place. But after watching it a few times, it definitely, I think after the 4th time was when I officially was like, this is my favorite Transformers film.
Really?
Personally, yes. I think it is the perfect mix of what we got with the Michael Bay films and the Bumblebee movie.
Yeah.
That heart and then that action. I feel like they melded those together very well. And I think it worked very well. That is something that was very important to me. But I'm just thankful that it did good, that the movie was good, because I was scared that it wasn't. I've been scared. I've had PTSD ever since the last night. But
oh
my gosh.
We are, even I do to this day. We don't. What is the last night actually? I'm really confused.
I don't even know. I really have never heard of that.
I'm not 100% sure.
I've never heard of that either. But yeah, but it's definitely, I'm just thankful that the movie lived up to the expectations that we had. It was very good. It's my favorite. I don't know. I've heard some mixed reviews on it. A lot of people don't think it's as good, but I don't know. But yeah, I'd like to hear just some like pros and cons kind of the movie that you had, like things you did like a lot and things you didn't.
Got it. So for the pros, I love the designs of the Terracoms. I think they did a fantastic job. Yes, not accurate to the G1, but they're really cool, and I just love the design. Scourge is a big pro in the film. Are you serious, Scourge? Man, I know it's, I'm sad he died. I kind of wish he stayed alive.
I completely agree with that.
I don't know what's up with that, man. Come on, but no, all in all, I love Skirt. She was amazing in the film. Exactly, Optimus Prime. Yeah, I'm
Take off his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another pro I did like was honestly the CGI. It just proves that the CGI is still amazing,
Yep.
even if it's like brand new. You know, maybe it's not top of the line like it used to be. But
Even though
again,
it was a different
really
CGI company as well, I believe. I don't think it was I forget the name of the main CGI company that does all the work for Disney and used to do it for the Michael Bay films. Light Magic Studio. My brain isn't working right now, but I know they're like the #1 CGI company, and they did not do this movie, but it still looked absolutely amazing in my
Oh
opinion.
yeah, amazing. I also another pro, which honestly might be not my first time, but my first time in a while, ever since the 07 Revenge of the Fallen, Dark of the Moon, were the humans. I think the humans did a great job. And I honestly think that they were there for a reason, not just there just because, you know. I think they did a great job with that. I think they did a nice job balancing the human aspect with actually the Autobots or the Terracon aspects about that. I think they give us enough human time to where we like them, and then they give us a lot of the time for like the robots and stuff, which I did love a lot that they did. Now, it's sad that it's a short film. 2 hours and 7 minutes is not really like the best film time, but maybe 215, 220 with some added, you know, designed or like Rise of Beast more big. Yeah, that
I think I'd go with about the 215 mark would be pretty
maybe
perfect.
215.
But yeah, no, I can't. I agree with you completely about the humans. That's another thing I was scared about. Like, are they just going to be there to be there because they need humans in the film, or are they going to actually have a purpose? Because I know a lot of people like Sam Witwick's character. I do too. I think he's not the most perfect character at all. And I know a lot of people don't like Cade Yeager. I personally do like Cade Yeager, but he's not that great of a character.
I got you.
But, and then Charlie Watson. I love Charlie Watson personally.
Oh, yeah.
I thought she was a great character, but they did really good with Noah and Elena. They felt useful.
They did.
They had a reason, you know? And I like how they utilized Noah at the end as well with the Mirage suit, which still very interesting how that works. But I mean,
right, for sure.
But I mean, they kind of just throw things in there sometimes, and we just kind of like, okay, sure, yeah. Well, I'm not even gonna question that. but it works. I mean, it was super cool. But yeah, I completely liked that about the humans. That definitely is a pro about this movie, that they worked. They had a purpose, and they weren't just annoying, in my opinion, at all.
Oh, yeah.
And I liked some of the lines they had. I liked the relationship and the correlation between Prime and Noah. Kind of even Elena pointed that out, that she just sees a big brother trying to take care of his family, which is what they're both trying to do pretty much. And I thought that was a really good little correlation there. I really liked that a lot.
No, I love that. I also love the references to the 07 music. That's another pro. The pro is the soundtrack on this film, especially the ending, dude. The ending soundtrack. I'm not gonna lie, maybe tear up a bit, but we don't talk about.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you if you cried, because I did. I 1000% was like, oh my gosh, when Primal to all are one and through Prime, and then he transformed in the music, I was like, oh my god, I was so overwhelmed.
Like, it was so good. I loved it. Now a con, right? You know, one of pros and cons. I guess a con is, again, the length time in this film. I wish it was longer. Another con with this film that I actually did have was that we didn't see a lot of Unicron. Now, I get it. Maybe all the budget went into Unicron because, man, a lot of moving parts, a lot of things with that guy.
Yes, oh my gosh.
But I kind of wish we did see a little bit more Unicron, and I kind of wish that Nightbird and Battletrap didn't go out so easily, because, again, in the battle in the museum, they were hard to take down. You saw what they were doing.
They really were. That was a hard fight.
Like, you know what? Give me a real fight. Yeah.
You got one.
And then, you know, my boy B always makes an entrance, but I feel like she died a little bit too easily. I don't think a lot of, you know, robots die just a stab right there, you know, like in the arm.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. I kind of predicted that too, with like the way the trailers were and the evidence, like his emblem was missing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember that. One con I did have, and it's not really like a con, I guess. It's just something I wish they would have done differently. In the marketing, in the trailers, we see the scene of Bumblebee jumping out of stratosphere. I think that was a huge mistake. I think they should have left that out of the trailers because obviously we know Hasbro. We know they're not going to kill Bumblebee.
I mean,
We know they're
like,
not. They're not going to keep him dead.
Okay.
It's Bumblebee. Hasbro wants to make Bumblebee figures forever. So because even though with that, if that scene hadn't been in the trailers, that scene would have been way more effective. Like, it was still an awesome scene. I love that scene, but my reaction probably would have been like 10 times better if it hadn't been in the trailers.
That's true.
Because even my theaters reacted to that scene, which kind of surprised me.
Mine did too. I was like, no, but I guess it was the moment, you know, the hypeness behind it. Like, oh yeah, let's go. But
yeah, I was like, in my head, I was like, I mean, I saw this coming. I saw the trailers. I watched them like every single day leading up to the film. So
yeah, it's kind of disappointing that they did that. I guess another con that I can talk about is the marketing in this film. I don't think the marketing in this film was top of the line. I think that they were afraid ever since the last night. Because if you look back at the last night, how many trailers did they put out? They put like 5 trailers and so many TV spots.
I remember there was a teaser, an official, and then there was like a payoff trailer.
Exactly.
And then like a final trailer. There was so many trailers.
Yes, there were so many. And I think that they got, you know, PTSD from that, because if you literally watch every single trailer, they basically showed off the Optimus Prime versus Bumblebee fight. Like, no matter what, even if it's a TV spot you watch, they showed off the whole fight.
That was the whole marketing for that film, and it barely even happened.
I was disappointed, dude. I'm like, wow, so that you guys really show. I guess they were like that. Now with the Bumblebee movie, you can tell that they had a little bit of marketing here and there. Like, it was really cool. And
it was pretty standard marketing.
Yeah, but for this one, it was more take a step back, wait till like the last month or so, and even then, a week before the movie dropped, they dropped a 3rd trailer, which I was really surprised about. I was like,
me too.
They didn't need to do that. And did they show a lot more? Yes, they did. That's why I only watched the teaser and the official, and that was it. I didn't watch anything. I stayed away from TV spots. I stayed away from everything. So every time that a TV spot would pop up on my Instagram, I immediately throw my phone. I made a hole in the wall, by the way, because of how hard I threw my phone.
Really?
I was dedicated to not watch a TV spot whatsoever. So I was like, it cracked my phone a bit, but it's okay. We don't talk about that. But again, it's just the marketing in this film was not the best. I really hope they do improve of that and not show too much in the trailer. Like with the teaser, they didn't show too much, and that's what I loved about it. The official trailer, if you look back at it, they didn't show too much, but I think they showed the scenes that were important in the film for us to, like, you know, feel a certain way.
I feel like for the official trailer, they might have shown a lot more, just because of the fact that it's been 5 years since a big live action blockbuster Transformers film has come out. They said, throw it out there. We need people to see the money shots, or like some of the money shots, to get them out there, because it's been a long time and the general public might have lost interest. And, you know, so that's a big reason probably as to why they just threw a lot of footage into TV spots and everything, which they always do, but they might have thrown in a little more. Like, there weren't many scenes that were not in the trailers, because I also stayed away from the TV spots. But when I looked back after, I was like, wow, they showed a lot. A lot.
Yeah, I feel like that's with every movie as well. Like, you feel like when you watch the trailers, like, okay, you know, they show a lot. I'm excited. And then after you're done watching the film and watch the trailers, it's like, they actually showed a lot. I'm actually really surprised that they did. So. No,
yeah. It's pretty crazy how much they showed.
Maybe
awesome.
Why what was it, the ending, how much it made over the like overall, you know, the movie made $439 million overall, and now the budget for this film was like what, 195.
I think the budget was 200 million. I almost said 200,000.
So it made,
I believe,
roughly half of what it was budgeted to. So you know what?
Which technically, we'll get later into the box office numbers, but yeah, technically it's like successful but not successful. But we'll discuss that a little bit later on. But yeah, that's pretty interesting to think of. Alrighty, so characters. I just want to talk about some characters, what we think of them, and like favorite characters. So you're my guest, so I'll let you begin.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I
You're
feel like
welcome.
I feel like they did Optimus Prime in this film really good. You know, there's a side of Optimus Prime that we haven't seen before, where he's actually like it's our kind against theirs, and I just want to take you guys home. That's all he wants. I mean, in the beginning, I mean, they cut out a scene between him and Transit, and him asking for his escape pod to leave.
That deleted scene is nuts.
And it's disappointing that they cut it out, but you know what? Whatever. It is what it is.
I personally am cool that they cut it out. I
Really?
saw a lot of people. Yes, I saw a lot of people were like, "Why would they cut this out?" And when I saw it, I was like, "I'm glad that's not in the movie." Actually, I
Really?
feel like it shows a complete like it still adds on a little bit to how Prime is very much like just wants to go home. But I
Yeah.
felt like it was like obviously Transformers is Transformers with action. I don't want to say too violent, but I
Right.
just felt like it would have been like, whoa, just how aggressive he was very. It was more aggressive than he had been throughout the film, except towards the end. I just
Yeah.
thought it would have been a weird pace to just have him be super aggressive and then not aggressive throughout the whole film until the end.
Oh no. Oh
But
yeah. Most definitely. I mean, I'm kind of in the mix because again, it's like, oh, that would have been cool, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, that was something. That's something. But
it's a cool scene though.
it is. I've seen it. It's really cool. Again, I'm sad they cut it out, but you know what? Maybe we might see Transit again because again, it
That would be
is
pretty cool. I like his
an
design.
unfinished scene, and I've heard that for making a character model that's almost they basically almost finished rendering the guy, that it takes a lot of money as well. So maybe there's a chance that we still may see Transit. It's just not canon, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean completely. You just use the model as a different character in a future project or something. That'd actually be really cool. I never even really thought about that, honestly. That would be pretty neat.
It would be
But
neat.
yeah.
Now, Scourge, without a doubt, one of the best villains Transformers has ever had. I mean, Lockdown
I
was
think
Lockdown was
besides Sentinel Prime, I think he's my favorite villain.
oh yeah. I
Sentinel
think
is a very good villain, but
oh yeah, I
Scourge
think
was just dude, he's so menacing. He's so
right?
awesome. I don't even have the figure still. It's so
Oh
sad.
my god.
It's so sad. I want it so bad, but oh my
No.
gosh.
It's a good figure. It's not great, but it's good enough. If you get the DNA upgrade kit or any upgrade kit that they make for him, definitely get it because
Ooh, I haven't even seen those. I'll have to look at that.
no,
The
yeah,
upgrade kits,
because
but
you can tell for Scourge for the leader class one that it was based off a concept art. It's not 100% accurate. to how
yeah,
it
a
was.
lot of movie figures do that early,
They do,
especially
which
if
I'm
they're
happy about.
released early on. But yeah, Scourge is awesome. The Terracons were all as a group, honestly, pretty great. I really liked Nightbird's design is probably one of my favorite designs overall.
Really? I haven't heard that one.
Dude, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just because the car. I love cars. I love the GTR. I don't know if that's what it is, but her design is so slick to me. It looks so good. Like
Hey guys,
if 3.0 releases like a deluxe scale, I might want to get it.
I'm on the
'Cause
phone now with them. I got you. I'm on the phone.
Do it. Heck yeah.
Don't worry. I'll definitely tell our production
got it.
team to start.
Heck yeah.
No worries. No, but I've always heard like Battle Trap looked really cool. I never heard Nightbird. That's interesting to me.
Yeah, I haven't heard a lot of people say Nightbird, which really surprised me honestly, because when I first saw the design, I was like, that looks clean. Like she looks good, and then she got blown up by Bumblebee, but it's all good. B B had to do his thing, but yeah. No, I definitely like Nightbird. I thought the character was pretty cool. The voice actress was actually very cool. I don't know who it was, but the voice sounded very fitting. I like that. Battle Trap was also awesome. Again, I agree with what you said. They went out pretty dang fast. Even Scourge. Scourge just kind of Prime was like, yep. I mean, as he said he had enough. But he did that really fast.
In the museum fight, he was basically untouchable.
That was crazy. I remember when I first saw that when Scourge was just pushing down on Prime, I was like,
yeah, this
I was
guy's
like,
gonna go.
yo, I was like, we've never seen something like that. Not in that
So
way, anyways.
it's sad that he went out. Like he could have stayed for another one. He could have stayed the whole trilogy, and then at the end, kill him off.
I
But
would have loved that. I would have been okay with Nightbird and Battletrap dying, add more little minions for Scourge, but should be interesting see what they get us next and how they can top that.
it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be really hard to top
Scourge.
Now I get.
I mean,
Megatron,
everything about it.
Megatron, but again, Lorenzo Ventura. Maybe it's canon somehow, but it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
That story for another day. Story for another day.
Yeah, Lorenzo.
I don't think we're ever gonna get Megatron at this point, but it's okay. I mean,
probably not. Not until we get Transformers 2007.
Right. Right, for sure. Oh man, no, but who else was a pro? Bumblebee, as always, a pro. Even though he was a backseat in this movie, he still felt amazing to see my boy again. Who else was cool? RC was pretty cool. I did like RC.
I like RC.
Finally, we got a live action RC ever since Revenge of the Fallen, but do we even count that?
I mean, obviously we do because she is in there, but I don't even remember if she has a line.
We're locked and loaded. That's all I remember.
That's right. Yeah, she does say that.
We're locked and loaded, and that was it. And
then it shows the hologram. Yeah, because I know in the death scene of the three of them at the end, I don't think it was RC. I think it was Chromia that said like, "Oh, we need help" or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but something like that. But yeah, no, RC was actually very cool. I like the design as well. The scaling is also pretty cool.
It did. Like, the fact that RC can fit inside. Do we still call him Pablo or Wheeljack? I'm gonna go Wheeljack because I think the Pablo era is over.
Whichever you feel like.
So, but I'm surprised that she fit inside Wheeljack's mini. That's how small she is, which I'm really shocked about.
No, yeah, I did. I remember that being like, what the heck? She's so small. Holy crap. That's very tiny.
No, yeah, but I think the character that a lot of people are talking about that they actually really enjoyed was Mirage. Mirage is now a fan favorite character, and I think that's what they were aiming for with this film. Like, let Bumblebee take a back seat. Bumblebee's been the fan favorite for a long time. Let's try to add someone new and see how it goes. Now, for this film, I was honestly not happy. Not the fact that they were doing Mirage, because Mirage is, again, a really cool character. It's just, I was afraid that they were going to put Mirage into our faces, like, we don't want to see this guy anymore. He talks too much. Honestly, one of the best parts of the film. I enjoyed him. I liked the character. I think it was really cool. And Pete Davidson did a great job. I think for every character, they chose a great voice actor to fit their character. They did an amazing job.
They did. So when Pete Davidson was announced, I remember just being like, I don't know what to think. I remember thinking that's very interesting. I'm going to completely give it a chance, though. I wasn't going to knock it down right away, but I was like, that should be something else. I was like, all right, this should be pretty interesting. And I was also worried about that after I saw the movie because I really enjoyed Mirage as a character. But I was worried, like, ooh, are a lot of people going to just be like, oh, he's so annoying. Like, we don't like him. And I only met one person who was like, he was kind of annoying. But everybody else... Yeah, everybody else was like, oh, he was hilarious or he was cool, But that's one thing I was concerned about. But thankfully, no. A lot of people really liked Mirage. And I'm glad because he was the all-star of the film. And they clearly did try to push for that. They didn't like shove it in our faces or anything, which glad they didn't. Right. But no, he definitely shined in this movie and deservingly, he was awesome.
Oh, no, yeah.
He was really awesome.
One of my favorite characters now, which I'm honestly really surprised about. Because it's always been my boy B. It's always been Optimus. Maybe aside Ratchet, Ironhide. But now Mirage is up there. Mirage is honestly one of my favorite characters, which I'm surprised about. Now, that studio series of Mirage, everybody's going to want
for that.
That's the thing.
Yes.
Now Mirage is a fan favorite character. That figure will become really rare. Really rare.
Oh, yeah. Which I'm surprised they didn't have any figures on shelves of him when the movie released.
Right.
Because they knew what they were doing with Mirage. So I was like, why don't they want figures of him so kids and us collectors go get the figures? But I don't know. Hasbro's interesting with their release schedules
Oh yeah, their
sometimes, but
distribution is amazing. If you couldn't tell, their distribution, they're doing a great job. They're doing a fantastic.
yeah, it's pretty interesting. But no, Mirage is awesome. But let's talk about the beasts, our Maximals.
Yeah.
So Primal, Rhinox, Cheetor. What do we think of them? Air Razor. Oh my god, I really just forgot Air Razor. How horrible is that? She's literally look, she's staring at me in disgust. Like, how dare you forget me? My brain right now is fried.
It's okay, don't worry. It's what 8, 9 o'clock. It's perfectly fine. Trust me.
Yeah, it's
no, but
pretty late.
I think they did a great job. Not a fantastic job, just a great job at their introduction in the beginning scene. It was cool seeing the Maximals homeworld. It was cool seeing them fight Scorponok left and right, and seeing Ape-Link, even though he died in like 3 hits by Scourge.
Oh my god, yes, really that was super cool.
And I mean, I kind of wish Ape-Link did put up more of a fight, you know, because he's supposed to be the strongest one. So the fact that
that surprised me how fast he died
is completely literally that scene when Scourge killed him in 3 hits. He was my favorite villain of all time. It beat Lockdown, which I was surprised about because Lockdown is hard to beat. Lockdown is a bounty hunter.
Lockdown is sick.
He killed a lot of Autobots off screen, but the fact that we see Scourge kill so many people or so many Autobots or Maximals in this movie is insane. It's actually insane that they never done before. But Optimus Primal, they did a great job with them. I love the voice acting that they brought to make. It's amazing. I love it. Air Razor, loved her. Maybe my favorite Maximal of the film is Air Razor.
Interesting.
Right, but you never heard that before. But Air Razor.
No, I haven't.
Because I don't know, something about Air Razor just made me. I'm gonna be honest. I never really watched the Beast Wars as a kid. I tried to recently.
I can't either.
I've tried. I tried. I promise you, I did. Third episode, I was done.
I think I've watched like 10 or something like that.
Really?
But I can't draw myself into it. But
I can, but I do know the characters and what they transform into. So the fact that seeing Air Razor is really cool. I love her character. I'm sad that she died the way she did, but I think it was a nice showing of the Maximals getting revenge for Air Razor.
Yes,
which was really cool. Cheetor was cool. I like Cheetor. I like the design for Cheetor. Kind of wish he
just
talked
gonna
more.
say that. Yeah,
I really do wish he did talk more, but
yeah.
Now you want to know who didn't speak whatsoever? I think his name is what was his name? I think he's Rhinox or something. I think he turned into a rhino, right? Right.
Who is this guy?
But you gotta pull him out.
Oh, this guy?
That guy, yeah, that guy.
I don't know. I think he said 3 words.
Really?
Or 4 words. Didn't he say we'll get you covered?
People are saying that was Optimus Prime or something like that.
Nah, I will look it up right here.
Or we'll clear the way.
I just won't stream it.
But, I think something like that. But.
Yeah, so I love the Maximals. I remember, I'll go back a little bit to a couple years ago when we found out that this was going to be a Beast Wars movie. I remember just being like, I don't know how to think of this because I could not imagine the characters in live action on screen. Right. I could not imagine Primal. I did not know have any clue as to how it would do. I remember seeing concept art, which honestly isn't too far-fetched off of what we actually got.
Right.
People, not real concept art that like people made just because for fun. And I was actually, even then I was like, I still don't know. But man, in that first trailer in December of last year, when we saw them, it completely changed my mind. And I was like, this is going to work. This is going to work. I was like, this is awesome. This is crazy. I really thought there's no way we can get a talking gorilla robot on the screen talking next to Optimus Prime. Like it just baffled my mind way too much. And It worked.
It works.
They did it, and it's my favorite Transformers movie, which blows my mind even more because
it's insane. It really is how
never would have thought that.
It's insane how close they actually got to their original designs, but still kept it moderate, which was it's insane. It's really insane that they got that close. Now, Optimus Primal's design, I love. Now, the robot mode for each one of these characters, aside from Air Razor, because we never saw that before.
Sad.
Right. But aside from all that, Optimus Primal's robot mode has to be one of my favorite maximal robot mode.
It's so sick.
And as the founder of 3-0, I would like to represent our 3-0 Optimus Primal. Hopefully you guys get it because it looks really good.
I really want to get it, but I'm like, oh, do I want to pay that? I'm like, oh my god.
I think you might. I think maybe a couple more pictures and then
it comes out next year, right?
Yeah, it comes out.
A while to come out.
Yeah.
But
and for Scourge as well, the 3-0 Scourge is
don't show me.
Oh no! I'll show you. It looks really cool. Oh my gosh, it looks so accurate. But no, going back to the Maximals, I'm glad that we again, Rhinox, Cheetor, Maximize. That scene right there got me the goosebumps so bad because even though I don't watch Beast Wars, I knew that Optimus Primal kept saying something about Maximize. So the fact that he told them to it's like a good callback, which I did get. So it was really cool to hear see them transform. Really cool. Again, sad we didn't see a lot of Rhinox's robot mode or Cheetor's, but it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. No. Oh my gosh. I remember when that scene came on. I remember like nobody reacted, but I was like, that was awesome.
No one reacted. Whoa. Oh,
no, because I was with all my friends. They never watched Beast Wars, so they didn't get the reference. And I looked at them like, oh my god, the thing, Maximize. I was like, that's awesome. And then the soundtrack behind it was so good.
Oh my gosh.
I am so sorry if I'm saying his name wrong, but I think it's John Jinnick Bonteps. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his first name. I'm probably butchering it horribly, but man, I love him. His work was awesome. So good.
Oh yeah. Wait.
The composer?
Jonique? I didn't say
Jonique, is that how you say it? Oh my gosh. This whole time I've been saying John Jinnick or Jonick.
It's Jonique.
Jonique? I am so sorry. I doubt you're ever watching this, Jonique, but yeah. Oh my god. Yes, Jonique. He did amazing.
They chose
my god
an amazing music composer. They chose an amazing.
They truly did.
And I watched the interview that Alfonso did with them. And man, the passion that
awesome.
he has with this film is amazing. Like Steve Jablonsky had a passion with this film, and Steve Jablonsky is an amazing composer. But this guy, man, he brought it. He brought his A game with this one.
He really did.
I love it.
He really did, because I was all like, because before they announced him, I was like, I was hoping they would get Steve back, but I was like, all right, cool, we got Jonique, so I was like, we'll see how this goes. And then I remember that first day when I listened to the Maximals, I was like, this goes hard. I was like, this is gonna be good. I was like, this is gonna be good, and he delivered. It's truly beautiful. I love it.
And even brought some, 90s music in there,
Heck yeah. No, the soundtrack was sick for this movie, man. I added some of those songs, and I have heard those songs before, and I was just like, damn, this is hard. And it was funny. My girlfriend, she would keep telling me, she was like, these are from the movie, aren't they? Because she only saw it the first time with me, but she because I randomly started listening to all that 90s hip-hop rap music that week.
Oh my god.
That's all I was listening to that week of the release. Oh my gosh, it was insane.
Oh man. No, yeah, I recognized all of them, which again, even though I wasn't born in the 90s, guys, don't worry. I loved every single film. I mean, not every film, every music that they put in that film. It was really good. Which is really cool. I love this thing. Hey, look at that. We both brought out the pillow.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I actually might include this in the video.
So what are your favorite scenes, if you don't mind me asking, because you've been asking me all the questions lately?
Alrighty, my favorite scenes in Transformers: Rise of the Beast. Man, that's actually pretty difficult. but I guess it not the overall scene, but mostly like a little 10-second snippet of when they're in Peru and Prime and Mirage are driving away from Scourge because they're chasing them. And then Prime transforms, man. And then Mirage, what the hell are you doing? And Prime is just straight up, I'm going to take that Scourge's key, take off his head. Oh my gosh. That scene, oh my God, that line is so good. It's so incredibly good. Every single time it comes on screen, I get hyped.
I do
incredibly hyped. And moving fast, speaking of hyped, the whole final battle sequence when On My Soul comes on.
Oh my God. Yes.
Yes. The most hype I've ever been watching a Transformers movie. Personally.
Oh, no. Literally, like I've seen.
It's crazy.
I've seen Dark of the Moon was the first ever Transformers film that I saw in theaters, and again, that was really hard to top. Age of Extinction, I have kind of memories here and there. The Last Night, didn't really watch it in theaters, so I had to wait. What was it? Bumblebee. Didn't wait for theaters. I just watched it, and then this one though. I don't know if it was the audience. I don't know if it was the soundtrack, which I'm pretty sure it was. But man, that On My Soul, which I'm still waiting for them to release it. Please release it.
Yes, we're waiting.
Please,
beg,
release
please.
It. If you want me to get down on my knees, I will. But that's beside the point. This film, man, the soundtrack. I'm telling you, I was in my seat going like this. Like, what is happening to me? I'm bumping to this. I'm trying to watch the movie.
Bro,
oh my God. I love it.
That is freaking hilarious.
I love it.
No.
I love everything about this movie.
Oh my God.
I can't get enough of this film. This film, they did a fantastic job. Yeah, the numbers don't show, but let me just say that this film is better than The Last Night. It's better than Age of Extinction. It's better.
Everything is better than The Last Night.
Oh yeah.
Damn, just went straight to the slander, bro.
Anything and everything is better than The Last Night. Than The Last Night, for sure.
That's so funny. All right. What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought there.
Oh,
okay. So speaking of how you said like you were bumping to it, right? It reminded me, I saw this movie in 4DX.
Really?
If you have never seen a movie in 4DX, go do it. It's crazy. I wouldn't recommend it being your first time seeing the movie though, because it might be distracting. Right. But this was like my fourth time. Yes, it's insane. I thought those seats were gonna move like, a little bit. No, this literally like throws you. It's crazy. Like like at the beginning when it like shows Apeling, like his fists are doing this into the like our seats were going.
Also, you feel everything.
Yes, it's insane.
Huh, like, I meant to give it a shot then.
Dude, yes. Because it was nuts. And I just remember like the whole movie, I was laughing my ass off because of the fact that my friend and I are just like being thrown. like on the scene where Mirage is running from the cops and they slam into his bumper. I swear, it felt like I actually got hit behind from a car. Like,
really?
Yes, I literally went like I was like, whoa.
Oh my gosh.
I straight up made the joke to my friend, like, damn, I must sue the theater for whiplash, bro.
Please tell me that at least they have seatbelts or something.
No.
Oh no, I promise you, if it was me, I fly out the seat. I'm flying off the seat. I'm going, oh, this is cool. What?
Damn. Oh my God. No, it was crazy, but it was a freaking blast. It was awesome. It was one of my favorite movie experiences, just out of pure fun. But it was crazy. And then I remember that scene, the whole On My Soul scene, I was going crazy, like, on my soul. I was like, yes. It was amazing watching that too in 4DX again. But I released the theatrical version. But
better.
But yeah, I really hope they do. I remember a few weeks ago, Jonique responded to one of them saying that we see you guys. It might happen, or kind of like implying that, but haven't heard nothing since. I posted it again a couple days ago. He saw the post, but he didn't say nothing this time. So who knows? Who knows?
Jonique, if you're listening,
Jonique,
please. All we ask is for one thing. Just this song.
Please.
Just this one time. Please.
I beg of you. I love this song. That song is so good. Really, and I even got my friends hype into it. One of my friends, Jacob, we're in the car, and then after the movie, he's like, "Hey, play that song at the end of the movie." And I'm like, I got you. I'm like, heck yeah. And we jammed to that, but that is awesome. So
I didn't hear that song. I know they released it before the movie, but I didn't hear it whatsoever because I didn't want any spoilers, nothing. So the fact that I heard it in theaters for the first time and I was bumping to it, I was like,
that's crazy.
Yes. And they saved it for the final battle too, which I love, because if I heard it, I would have been like, oh wait, that's that song. This is cool, you know? But this one was like, hey, let's go. I love it.
I'm gonna kill everything. Yes. No, it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. The hype Primal when he jumped on, it was like and just smacked one of the Scorpionoxes.
I love it. Again, there's really nothing to hate about this film except for the runtime and maybe
that's what I like about it a lot too. There's not much that I dislike about it.
And the one that felt dragged on, in my opinion. There's no scenes.
So for me, there's one little section that every time I watch it, I kind of just like, even at home, where it's like the only time where I'm really like, okay, I can go on my phone for a couple minutes. It's when Noah and Elena go down in the cave.
Oh, okay.
That's like the only really section where I kind of like, a little lost of interest. But besides that, pretty much the whole movie I can lock in and I'm good. But literally, I've noticed that every time I watch it here at home or I have it running, I'm kind of like, okay, I'm gonna go on my computer real quick.
Oh wait, we're back. Okay, let me. Right.
Yeah, and then I'm like, oh, gorilla. But yeah,
man, no. But again, the voice actor for Optimus Prime, and I know he did. What was that thing? Transformers.
Rob Perlman. Oh man,
he did.
I know what you're talking about.
Transformers Generation, something like that, or was it?
I think so. I was gonna say that, but I think it's like it goes further than that.
Because I know he did another project, but hearing his voice again as Optimus Primal, it felt relieving, and it still felt like him being such a bad. I loved it. That deep voice, kind of a mixture of Optimus Prime as well, which I did like too.
I felt like he did very, very good as Primal. Trying to find out what he voiced him as.
I know it was an animated thing. I just forgot. But again, I really hope to hear him once again. I really hope they bring back the Maximals again. I really hope this isn't the only time we ever see them again.
I think we were 100% going to see them again. And knowing the Transformers and how they make these movies, we'll see new Maximals. Which should be interesting as to who.
Like Rat Trap, Megatron,
I would love to see Rat Trap, but I don't think we will.
Oh, why?
I don't know. I just feel like that would be so funny to see a Rat Trap in live action. I don't know. I feel like it's why they left him out. Like, I would have thought they would have put him in. But I think just because of the scale of his character, how big he would have been, I felt like they thought that would be weird to have this rhino and this cheetah, and there's a rat that's the same size as them. Like, he's the same size. You good, bro?
Oh, yeah, I completely understand. No, it's funny because they could be like, oh, a cheetah, a rat. That even makes sense.
Call me Rat Trap.
No, but again, we may see them again. We may even see, again, Megatron, Waspinator, Arachnid. I don't know how I know all these names, but yes, we'll hopefully see them very soon.
For my sake, I hope we never see Arachnid in live action.
Really?
I do not like spiders. I feel like the whole time I would just be there like, oh, I don't like this. This is so weird to look at. But
I mean, true. but like maybe they could do like a Transformers Prime thing where it's a different type of arachnid.
That would be sick because I like that arachnid because it doesn't look like a spider. She doesn't
And
look
just
like
the
a
legs.
spider.
Other than that, it's not
Yeah.
nothing. The wet legs, the webs, but see,
Which
no,
is actually that's the reason why I didn't get the Kingdom figure when it came out because I was like,
really.
it looks too much like a real big spider. I can't have that in my hands. It would just feel weird and awkward to me. So I was like, I'm good. But
Yeah,
that'd be
I'm gonna
pretty interesting though.
I'm gonna pass on arachnid. Rat trap, I won't pass, but yes, most definitely arachnid.
Yeah, no, that would be pretty neat, but I guess we'll just see what happens with that. But yeah,
But yeah, we'll definitely see where this goes. We'll see.
Power of the Primes.
Power of
That's
the
what he
Prime. There you
voiced.
go. Transformers Power
That's
of the Prime.
what he voiced. Primal / Optimal Optimus.
Optimus. Optimus Prime. So I think it's a mix of two. Again, I'm not 100% on what the Beast Wars thing. So, you know, I'll do that. I'll just stick with what I know from G1 and Transformers Prime. No, that's it.
No, yeah, I definitely get that because I've really tried to get into Beast Wars and I can't. But
I really can't.
Yeah.
Hey, but if you can watch Beast Wars, props to you.
Yeah, it's so funny to me when Alfonso will post it and he's like, "Nah, I'm good."
No, yeah, like I'm telling you, a couple days I really tried. I did. I can't.
Hey, you tried though. That's what's important.
Give me props.
Give it a shot. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, you tried it. So yeah. All right. Another thing I did want to discuss was as of late, I believe it was about a week or two ago, where Rise the Beast concluded its box office run. And surprisingly to me personally, it is the lowest earning live action Transformers film to date, even lower than Bumblebee, which I gotta say, I did not expect that. I was like pretty confident it was gonna surpass Bumblebee. A lot of the other ones I knew for sure it wasn't gonna surpass some of those just because of how much they made at the time. But I mean, yeah, I mean, we're just gonna go ahead and just discuss some of our opinions on it. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it a success? Is it not? Because Hasbro themselves supposedly have deemed it successful, even though technically it barely breaks even.
I can't disagree with them because, like, so for money wise, as like a budget company, I think some would say that it was a flop because they only made $400 plus million dollars. When it was budgeted, to the previous ones, 700, $1 billion. You know what I mean? So maybe they see that as a flop. But for me, the movie is a success because it made half or more than double what the budget of this film was, which was like what, $200 million. So the fact
I believe it was 200 million, and then even with marketing.
Exactly. So to me, this movie was wasn't a huge success, but it was a good success enough to keep it going, to keep it running. Because again, I think I heard this from somewhere that this is going to be a 3-picture deal. So
yes, that is the idea. Trilogy.
So I really hope that people can see this movie as a success because again, it's not going to be like the same Michael Bay explosion this, explosion that, really pretty girl, explosion this, explosion that. You know what I mean? So again, it's like starting something brand new. You gotta start fresh, and yeah, it's not gonna be as popular as the 07 was, or even Dark of the Moon, or maybe even Age of Extinction. But it's okay because you know what? We're bringing in new people, and again, the way I see it for this film, it was released with Across the Spider-Verse.
Yes,
and it was
that
released with The Flash. The Flash is passable because it barely broke over $100 million. So that's something.
Yeah.
But the fact that after Across the Spider-Verse, yeah, maybe they should have released it in July or something like that. I think that would have been way better. But
so that's a huge thing for me is that I was very surprised that they released it with Spider-Verse. I think that, to me, in my opinion, I think that's the number one reason as to why it didn't make more.
Yeah.
I love Transformers to death.
Yes.
but I knew for a fact it was not going to beat Spider-Verse, was just how insanely popular that movie is and how hyped that specific movie had been and how long people were waiting since the last one. So
Right.
I just knew it wasn't going to make more than that. I did think it was going to make more than it did, but that to me is the main reason as to why it didn't make more. And I'm not upset with that at all, really. I mean, I still, like you said, I deem it a success just as Hasbro did. I've seen
Yes.
a lot of videos and people comments saying that it's a failure. It's awful. And in my opinion, I have to disagree because I think, yes, you look at the numbers, even with marketing, I think it barely broke even, like barely. So technically, Paramount and Hasbro barely made any money. But it got a lot. It got money. I mean, it got money. It got money. And they also sell toys and merchandise. And toys is honestly the main selling point. But I mean, I feel like if these movies are at least breaking even or even making money like they are made to, then we will continue to get more of these Transformers movies, you know?
Oh no, yeah, for sure. And I think another part that has to deal with is the marketing in this film as well. I think the marketing did a great
It did an
job.
okay job.
Yeah, it did an okay job. So again, I think the marketing is another important piece to this problem because if they did the marketing right, then a lot of people would have known that this movie was out there. It was already kind of a little too late because when they released Across Spider-Verse, everybody was still hyped from that. Maybe if the film released maybe 2 or 3 weeks after Across the Spider-Verse, maybe that would have helped it a little bit more. But again, the fact that it was released at the same time with Across Spider-Verse and its huge competitor, yeah,
Yeah. It's difficult. And that's yeah, like you were saying, like with timing, I don't know if July would have helped because Barbie and Oppenheimer came out at that time, you know? I don't even know if a couple weeks would have helped. I just think this year alone was difficult for most movies. If your
But
movie this year wasn't Barbie, Oppenheimer, or Spider-Man, you had a little bit of a difficult time. Or
oh
Super
yeah,
Mario.
it was. Oh,
But
that too. Yeah,
that as
that
well.
too.
Those
I think.
movies made crap loads of money.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. But no, I think this year for cinemas was honestly a really huge success because we haven't had like this type of fun in a while. Going to the theaters,
Right?
mostly just going back to back week after week because these films kept coming out and it was really good except for the Flash.
No, yeah.
But it was really, really, really good every time. You know, we had Across Spider-Verse. All right, now I got to sit back and relax for about a month. Nope, next week you're gonna go see this movie. All right, so nope, next week you gotta go see this movie. So again,
There's a lot of bangers coming out.
they did great this year. And again, the year's not even over yet. We still got a lot more coming, hopefully. But I think this summer was a huge success for a lot of movies, which I'm really happy about because it's something that it hasn't happened in a while. So again, I'm just happy that's happening.
No, me too. I am very happy with the movies that have come out this year. Very happy with Transformers Rise of the Beast. Did absolutely good, but sadly it didn't make as much. But I mean, hey, again, like we talked about the factors that definitely affected the film.
The figures is what they want, and that's what they're
Toys. Wrong side. Toys.
How many Across the Spider-Verse figures have you seen compared to Transformers? How do you think Hasbro gets most of their money?
Not as many. Yeah. Not as many. They get some, but not as many as that Transformers shelf. Especially with how many like gimmicky toys, the Smash Changers, the mainline Studio Series. That toy line really does keep it afloat. And I know a lot of people like to diss on the fact that like, oh, these movies are just made for toys. Sure they are. But hey, we love them and they're awesome. That's what's important.
Awesome, which I like.
They're very awesome.
They're
very awesome. But alrighty. So last couple discussions, last couple topics I wanted to talk about. So I saved this for second to last, but we got to talk about the ending of Rise of the Beasts. We got to talk about Noah's interview, you know, when he went in and the guy was all like, hey, we're a secret organization. And all of us were probably sitting there like, Sector 7, baby. Because that's what I did. I was so hype. I was like, Sector 7. And then Hasbro crawled out of my ass and was like, nope, G.I. Joe. I was like, are you serious right now?
Oh my god, dude. No, but the G.I. Joe scene. I honestly thought it was Sector 7. But the way I see it, if it was Sector 7, then Lorenzo would have had the thing of saying, see, it is canon. It's before the timeline. So Sector 7 is still a thing. That's the way I see it. So it's like, it's a win-win,
actually,
I guess. But the G.I. Joe scene, me personally, I will give it a shot. Now, in the moment, I was like, what? What? I don't know. I just don't want them to force G.I. Joe into our faces once again. And I see what they did here, because the fact that they're making that there's probably going to happen, a Transformers and G.I. Joe crossover, because they know that G.I. Joe is dying. They know that G.I. Joe isn't as nowhere near as hype as Transformers is. So they're like, how can we make our dying little product live again? Put him in the Transformers film. Bam, there you go. And that's exactly what they did. It's a marketing strategy. And
oh yeah,
I mean, I'll give it a shot. Just don't push it into my face and just let it happen naturally. You know, don't force us to go watch. Don't do what Marvel's doing, where making us watch TV shows in order for us to watch the next film. You know what I mean? So don't let us watch G.I. Joe and then for us to understand what's going on in the next Transformers film, I gotta watch that. But hey, you never know. It may be good. It may be great.
So I wouldn't know what to think of that.
It depends on how they do it. If they do this right, which I hope they do, then hey, it would have been a great thing they did. But if they do it wrong, yeah, problems for sure.
Yeah, so like you, we kind of had the same exact thought process on it. When it first happened, I remember my cousin was sitting right next to me. He grew up watching these movies with me. And I looked at him and I was like, bro, Sector 7. And then he was like, oh, yo. And then when he G.I. Joe, I just went and turned and looked at him and I was like, are you for real right now? I was like, what? And then as I was thinking of it, I was like, I am not a fan of this at all. Because the first thing my brain went to was, oh my God, they're going to add like 10 million human characters to the next movie. There's going to be like a huge army thing again, which was cool. But again, we're trying to do some different stuff. So I was like, I don't know how to do this. And then Lorenzo came out with an interview. I don't know if you had seen it, but he made a comment about it saying like, you know, maybe add a couple Joe characters here and there. And they asked him like how many, and he said no, I think he said 2 to 3 like characters. 2 to 3 characters they might add, like more main characters, which I think 3 at most main characters, especially if Noah and Elena come back, that's already 2. You know, but that's my main issue with it, is the fact that characters, we don't need too many human characters. I felt like they did really good with Rise of the Beast of leveling how many humans we have and how long they're in the movie for. I felt like they did that very good along with their purpose. But man, with the G.I. Joe thing, I just don't want them to just throw it at us too much. And it's like, I have to know all this craziness about G.I. Joe and just too many characters. That is just my main concern. I don't want to have to remember 5 more characters. And then I don't want them to do like these crazy crossover things where like isn't Snake Eyes is a character, right? Isn't that the character's name? Right? Like I don't want to be watching Optimus Prime fight and then Snake Eyes comes in and I'm just like, I don't know. It doesn't just feel weird to me. But again, who knows? Maybe it might work. It might be the most amazing thing we ever see. But I don't know. I'm optimistic about it. Like you said, I will give it a chance. It doesn't seem like they're going to do too crazy with it after that interview with Lorenzo. He did make it seem like just a couple characters, which isn't bad. We'll see, again, how they do it. Time only tells. But Yeah, man, that whole GI Joe thing that really caught me off guard. I did not expect that
I think
in
all
the
of us off guard.
slightest.
All of us off guard.
And
Like, what the heck? I thought it was. I honestly thought again it was Sector 7. I'm like, Sector 7. Let's go. Yeah.
Agent Simmons, baby.
Huh? What?
Huh?
Okay, sure. Whatever.
Why? But man, yeah, no, that was definitely the most shocking part of the movie for me. My brain is still like, wow, they did that. G.I. Joe. Because that's crazy. But man, Hasbro's Hasbro, you know them. They're like, hey, we sell more toys, you know? Maybe for the next movie, we'll get a Optimus Prime bundle pack with 2 G.I. Joe characters. I don't know.
We'll make it a leader class.
Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. If y'all don't get that reference right now, click the link in the description below to go check out Primus's most recent video. Well, I don't even know by the time this is out it's your most recent video, but he had a video about leader classes. Go check that out. But
yeah.
Oh my god. That is hilarious.
Oh man.
But yeah, that it should be interesting to see what Hasbro and them do. I was surprised. Stephen Caple Jr., the director, which we haven't even talked about. Thank you, Stephen Caple. Amazing. He made an amazing movie. He put his heart into this film, and I love that. Thank you so much for that.
Yes, he did an amazing job, and I can't thank him enough for making this film because, again, this film basically brought back Transformers, and I'm happy. I mean, Travis Knight did a good job, but behind the scenes, it wasn't all pretty and perfect. I feel like for this one, it wasn't pretty and perfect as always, but I felt like this one, it felt more about emotion. It felt more about the coolness in this one, where you can just go all out if you want to, and we'll just work with it.
Heck yeah. Completely agree with you, man. But yeah. He also, I think it was his idea, or he was involved with the idea of putting the G.I. Joe in there, which was pretty interesting to me too. I don't know if he grew up watching that or was into that. I'm assuming so, if he had some input with that. But yeah, that was pretty interesting to me as well. Yeah. Alrighty, guys. With the last topic in the video, I just want to simply talk about the future of live action Transformers movie and even animated, because we are getting that animated movie next year, Transformers 1. But just what we would like for the future of the Transformers, what we expect. But yeah, so for me, I felt like, I remember earlier you had made a comment about Unicron, that you felt like he should have been in there a little more. For me, I thought they did perfect with how much they showed him, because of the fact that they planned this to be a trilogy. And
yeah, you're right.
We got to build him up, you know? But I mean, once that third movie rolls around, we full force Unicron. We got to see him in robot mode. Oh yeah, I expect a studio series figure of him. I doubt they would do that, but who knows? Maybe.
Titan class, maybe our first ever Titan class figure.
That would be amazing. But yeah, that's one thing I'm looking forward to in the future, is just seeing Unicron, because I mean, if you guys go look back at my reaction to when Primal dropped his name, I lost it. I was like, there is no way this is happening. But and then his design is just so perfect. So to me, I'm excited to see what they do with Unicron. The voice actor is also amazing for Unicron. He did so good. I think his voice fits very good. But I'm excited to see what they do with Unicron. I hope he's as big and bad as he was in the G186 film. That's one thing I look forward to in the future of these films.
I think for me, for the future, I want to see the Decepticons again, because I really want to see Shockwave. I want to see Starscream. I want to see Megatron. It's been since the last night since we've seen Megatron, which was 2017. It was 2017. So do the math. It's been
6 years, long. I think.
6 years? I think 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, it's been 6 years. So the fact that we haven't seen him in 6 years is disappointing. I really hope that
that's crazy.
I hope they bring back again the Decepticons. I really hope they bring back the Maximals, maybe some more Terracons. So I'm really excited for what the future holds for this film. I mean, the franchise, Unicron, can't wait to see him again. And who knows, maybe they might bring another big baddie for now. But yeah, I want to see Autobots too. I want to see Sideswipe. I want to see all these Autobots that we haven't seen in a long time, like Ironhide and Ratchet. I want to see them again. You know, kind of close to how they look like in the Bumblebee. Please, good job. We don't talk about it, but it's okay. I really hope that they bring more Autobots, more Decepticons, more Terracons, and Unicron. Again, I can't wait to see that guy. I really can't. The voice actor, again, did really great. I think for me, talk a bit slower because he's a big boy. So it takes kind of a while for him to speak a bit. So maybe just a tad bit slower, and you got the most perfect Unicron you will ever get in live action. For sure.
No, I think, yeah, no. Listening to that, I'm like, yeah, that actually worked. A little bit slower.
It's a little bit slower, but yes, I think Unicron did a fantastic job. Unicron is not my favorite villain. Scourge took that place, but I promise you by the end of this trilogy, Unicron will be my favorite.
But yeah, guys, alrighty, guys. Well, there you guys have it. We talked a lot tonight about Transformers, favorite scenes, characters, what we thought about it, if we liked it, if we loved it, some experiences we had watching it. It has been a great time talking to you, Primus Reviews. It truly has. I just want to thank you so much for joining me here. And guys, if you are not subscribed to Primus Reviews, click the link in the description below. Please go check out his videos. He has some awesome toy hunts reviews, everything. Check him out, please. Please do.
No, man, thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Again, I had a great time. And again, keep up the great work on your channel because, again, I watched it when I was small. And, man, I still watch it to this day. You do amazing. And I love the new stuff that you're adding to the channel, which, again, really cool. And I really hope you guys keep going. And, again, subscribe to the – wait, is it this way or this way? What? Subscribe
that way.
Subscribe to this guy. Really funny, man. I love this guy to death. He's really cool. And again, I'm just happy that I'm able to join the Transformers community and talk to my inspirations. So thank you so much for having me on this channel, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate those kind words, man. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for listening / watching if you watched, wherever you watched this or listened. But yes, guys, thank you guys so much. It truly means the world to me. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more Transformers awesomeness. And like always, my name is Optimus Prime. That is Primus Reviews. And we will see you in the next video. Peace out.